A lack of success often comes not from the person not being smart enough, not from the person not being talented enough, not from the person not being pretty enough or having enough ability, but it actually comes from the person giving up way too quickly. And anything that you want to do, if that's getting a house, getting a job, finding a spouse, building a business, and just generally getting anything that is your dream, you have to ensure that you continue and you do not quit. It's very easy to quit, and I will say that most people think that they're not quitters. Most people think that they are very diligent and strong and they continue through the hard times, but a lot of people really don't. We tend to do what's necessary and then say, we're this, we're that, we're so strong, we're whatever. But most people aren't as strong, as diligent. They don't last as long. They don't persevere as much as they think that they do. If you only do it for things that are necessary, then you don't do it for the things that are actually your dream, which means you will persevere in certain circumstances, in certain situations. And oftentimes, the things that are optional, which tends to be your dream, you are not actually persevering in. You're not actually dedicated in. And that definitely 100% needs to change, because growth, success, all of that does not come from the ease. It does not come from things just coming easily. It doesn't come from things just falling in your lap. And when you are going through social media, it can look very easy for many other people. It can look like, oh, this person just got it easy. This person just got it quick. This person just found what they wanted the very first time. I have a whole video talking about how social media is completely fake. On top of that, it can look like someone has been in the game way less time than what they have. I have seen people who have done sweeps of their social media and just deleted a ton of stuff. Trust me, this relates. As for me as a content creator, I will say I have personally seen people who have taken down literally like 500 videos plus and just a clean sweep. And so for me, it looks like, oh, this person's barely posted and they have all these subscribers and all these views and da da da. It's like, no, they actually have posted a ton of times. You just don't see the history. And so it becomes easy to compare yourself to an idea that's not even true, that's not even real. It's all just looks and smoke and mirrors, but none of it is actually true. And that can be the case with you. If you're wanting to start a business, go to college, get a house, get a spouse, your dream job, all of it can look from the outside looking in like it should be easy. Like it shouldn't take a ton of time. People make it seem like they just got it handed to them all the time. And that's the thing. That's not the case. It can take people a heck of a long time to get what they want. A heck of a lot of work to get what they want. To get to where they want, they took time. They spent hours upon hours researching, working, doing this, doing that daily. And you just don't see it. So you want the success that comes from a person who put in the time and put in the effort. There's this misconception that there shouldn't have to be a grind, that there shouldn't have to be work, that there shouldn't have to be a ton of time put in. And that's just not true. People have become way too comfortable being lazy. And I will say I have fallen victim to it as well. And that's why I can speak to how damaging it is. Falling victim to the lazy mentality, falling victim to the I don't want to have to do anything, I don't want to have to put in any work, I don't want to have to put in much time to get to what I want. That is where you're messing up. And that is how you're staying where you're at. And the thing is, because it's becoming a real thing where people are doing it all the time on so many social media platforms in every single section, trying to make things look easy or telling you that you shouldn't have to put in a lot of work, it becomes the norm. And when being lazy and not putting in that much work becomes the norm, then if you take a couple steps and you're tired, you think, oh, I must be doing something wrong, or oh, I'm not going to get it. And it's not that you're not going to get it. It's not that you're doing something wrong. It's not that you're going in the wrong direction. It's simply because of the fact that you don't know what hard work looks like and what it should look like and what you're doing. It is so easy to put in a little bit of work. And once you get one too many rejections, you're done. You're out. You're like, I'm done with this. I'm not doing this anymore. This is not going to work for me. I'm just going to go on this other path that I know is safe, that I know is going to work out, that I know other people who have done this, accomplished this, and whatever. You cannot have that mindset. You cannot pull that lazy mindset, because sometimes it takes flipping every rock. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes months, years. in order to get to where you want to be. And that is okay. It is okay for it to take time. It's okay for it to take effort. It's not crazy. The point isn't for you to get it easily. The point is for you to get there, period. And if that takes a lot of work, it doesn't matter, because the goal isn't getting it done in less than this amount of work or this amount of time. The main goal is that you get it. And if that takes a lot of work, then do it, because what you want for your life is worth it. It is worth the work. And once you start to enjoy the work, especially, it doesn't even feel that bad. But sometimes just getting to that point of being in that state can be difficult, and you may relapse where you start to do stuff that you shouldn't be doing, or you stop doing the stuff that you should be doing. But just get yourself back on track. You're not on the wrong road simply because things are hard. You're not on the wrong road simply because things aren't working out in your time frame. You're on the right road. You're doing what you need to be doing, but you need to keep doing it, because as soon as you stop is when you start to literally stop, halt, delay your progress. Trust me, you will be fine. But you need to, as some people would say, trust the process. It sounds so tacky, so I'm going to give you some other tips. One is you need to think long term. When you're thinking short term, you become less resilient. You're not thinking about persevering. Versus when you're thinking long term, you're more focused on upkeeping the good habits. You're more focused on making habits that you can keep up with and that you can sustain for a long period of time. And you're more focused on persevering and staying determined rather than having a quick fix. The next thing that you need to do, be patient. Sometimes things just take time, and that is okay. Don't look at it as being a bad thing. And also, when you're patient, you understand that just because the results aren't in now, just because you don't have what you want at this very second right now, does not mean that it's not going to happen. It's going to happen, because when you're not patient, sometimes you think it's either going to happen now or it's not going to happen ever. And that is not how you want to be thinking about it. It's not realistic. It's not true. But also, you can make that happen yourself by your lack of patience and you stopping. Just because you do not have it now does not mean you will not have it in the future. You just need to be patient. Next, think about life as if there's always something better. If something didn't work out, if something didn't happen the way that you wanted to happen, or in the time frame that you wanted to happen, think about it in the sense of, just because it didn't happen in this scenario, or in this time frame, or in this way, doesn't mean that everything that comes after it is going to be trash and worse. Think about it as the things that come after it are going to be better. It's going to be better for me. It's going to better align with my life. It's going to better align with my goals. And don't ponder on missed opportunities. Yes, there are some times where we fumble the bag. There are some times where we just did not do what we needed to do. But do not ponder on that, because there's always going to be another opportunity. I don't believe that you only got one shot to get what you want in life. And if you don't take that one specific chance, then you're never going to get it. There's so much stuff going on in this world where I just feel like you don't only have one opportunity to make your life be what you want it to be. You can still have things happen for you. You can still make things happen for you. So instead of pondering on the missed opportunity, ponder on how you can create a new opportunity. Focus on the solution rather than the thing that didn't happen, rather than the thing that didn't work out or the thing that you messed up. Figure out what can you learn from that experience and how can you make another opportunity arise. What can you do in order to get what you want? What can you do in order to put yourself in that position to get that opportunity again and get what you want? There's so many things that are in your dream life that you have control over. You just have to open your mind to the possibility of it happening and happening within your control. And when I say your control, I mean you doing things to put yourself in that position to get your dream life. Because some things you could see it as being just a chance interaction or being a chance opportunity, but really you can be strategic and intentional so that it's not just by chance. Now you have set it up to happen. The thing that I really want you to realize and that I really want you to grasp is how big this world is. There are 7 trillion. I kept saying trillion, I meant billion, and there's no longer 7 billion people in the world. Now it's closer to 8.3 people in this world. Trillion. That's absolutely human. That's crazy. There are so many things to experience in this world where even if you dedicated your entire life to experiencing everything, dedicate your entire life from a baby to experience everything, you would not be able to do it. Because there's just so many things, so many opportunities, so much stuff going on in this one world. When you really think about it, 7 trillion people, a humongous entire world to explore. Everyone has their own separate lives. Everyone has their own separate thing. You will never be able to even meet 1/100th of the world's population. And you think that things can't work out for you? You think that if you keep going, it's still not going to work for you? You think that quitting is the only option? There's so much to experience in this world. There's so much going on. Things can happen for you. Things happen for people every single day. Miracles happen every single day. It can happen for you too. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your life. Love yourself, respect yourself, understand yourself, and care for yourself enough to keep going, because your life is worth that. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. You got this. So please make sure to take care of yourself, watch over yourself, and show up for yourself. Be there for you, even when nobody else is, because you are worth it. Thank you for watching. Again, you got this. Your life is so valuable. Don't forget that. You're worth fighting for and continuing and not giving up. I will see you in the next one. Bye.